Hello everybody, and how's it going, guys? This is Peanut here from YuGiOh, and I'm bringing you another deck profile today, and this one is a requested deck profile from our good friend Highlander, and it's just for a bit of fun, and today's list is Exodia. So basically, with this version of Exodia, I went on an older derivative. I know a lot of the versions you see are the Royal Magical Library, Magical City of Endymion Pseudo Space version, and I might post one of those up later. I might just do a screenshot of it just so you guys can try it out. But the version I've gone for today is a Piper Exodia. So this build is just for a bit of fun to play around with. Might not be too much fun for your opponents. It's got a relatively good success rate. I'm not going to promise you're going to win first turn every game, because that's not necessarily realistic. It's got very little recovery factor. However, if you can just keep the draw momentum up, it does work quite well. So we're going to get into the card list first of all. Then I'm going to show you a few gameplays that's gone through with it, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So we'll get into the cards first of all. So we play 6 spells. We play 2 Allure of Darkness, 1 Day of Peace, 1 Upstart Goblin, 2 Where Art Thou. For anybody who doesn't know what this does, if you control a face-up level 1 monster, you can add 1 level 1 monster from your deck to your hand. During the end phase of this turn, you take 2000 damage if you did not normal summon the added monster, or a card with the same name after activating this card. So this works in good synergy with the deck, along with a Hope for Escape. I'll explain that in a moment. So the traps. So we're playing 14 trap cards, 2 Accumulated Fortune, 3 Hope for Escape. So Hope for Escape, activate only if your opponent's life points are at least 1,000 higher than yours. Pay 1,000 life points, draw 1 card for every 2,000 points difference between yours and your opponent's life points. So the aim with this deck on the whole, to get the most out of a Hope for Escape, so you can take the 2,000 damage from Where Art Thou, which gets your life points down. You can allow your opponent a few attacks through, if they need to do it that way, just to widen that gap between yours and your opponent's life points a little bit. Because then obviously you're going to draw more cards from a Hope for Escape. So we've got 3 Jar of Greed, 3 Legacy of Yasugrasu, just draw 1 card traps, 3 Reckless Greed. You do generally draw through these quite a lot, so the skipping the draw phases doesn't usually bother you that much. 3 Waboku. This is just so you don't get killed really quickly when you're starting off and gaining your momentum. Obviously the 4 normal Exodia pieces, they're the level 1s, obviously targets for Where Art Thou as well. 3 Battle Fader, the Head of Exodia, Exodia the Forbidden One, 3 Kinka Byo, 3 Mystic Piper, and 3 Swift Scarecrow. So Mystic Piper can be classed as the main effect draw engine in this deck. So you contribute this card to draw and reveal 1 card. If that card's a level 1 monster, draw 1 more card. You can only use the effect of Mystic Piper once per turn. So you can summon this card, tribute it, draw and reveal a monster. Let's say I get Scarecrow or Battle Fader or one of the normal Exodia pieces. I reveal that, then draw 1 more card. So this allows you to draw through your cards quite efficiently, and in synergy with your traps is going to try and get you to that Exodia as fast as possible. Now Kinka Byo makes this engine really work, so cannot be special summoned. During the end phase of the turn, this card is normal summoned or flip face up, return it to the hand. When this card is normal summoned or flip face up, you can target 1 level 1 monster in your graveyard and special summon that target, but it gets banished when this card leaves the field. But seeing as you are going to bring Mystic Piper back with Kinka Byo's effect, and then tribute the Mystic Piper to draw a card, reveal it, if it's a level 1 monster then draw another, it doesn't really matter, and it means that you only really need 1 Kinka Byo to keep doing this, obviously dependent upon whether they decide to negate the summon or not. So it's just about drawing through the cards, revealing your level 1 monsters. Obviously with Swift Scarecrow you can send it from your hand. You could discard the card to negate an attack, direct attack, and then end the battle phase. And then with Battle Fader, if they do a direct attack, you can special summon it to the field and end the battle phase. So there's a bit of stall there as well to try and keep you alive. As far as it goes with the the XYZs, I just put some in some generic rank ones. Generally you won't go into these. There'll be very rare circumstances where you'll go into any of these, but there's a few detach a material, draw 1 card, then shuffle 1 card from your hand to your deck. at the start of your opponent's standby phase, each player draws 1 card. Just stuff like that, but it'd be very rare and few and far between when you'll actually need to go into these cards. So as far as it goes, just a bit of a fun deck. On the mention of this as well, there are some builds of this where the user hope for escape, and they play gift card as well to try and widen that life point gap even more. So if you wanted to play gift card instead of, let's say you wanted to drop Legacy of Yatagarasu and you wanted to play 3 gift cards instead, that'd be entirely up to you. For me personally, I think it's important that you just keep drawing cards, and I find a lot more consistency in the factor of if you can just keep drawing 3 cards, you might draw another draw card or draw another card that you need, wear off, now 1 Day of Peace, all that sort of stuff, but it is your personal choice. So as far as it goes with this, I'm going to show you some gameplays in a moment. Don't forget, if you like our videos, any of the videos on the channel, don't forget to subscribe to us and show your support. It keeps us making the videos that we do and bringing all this content to you guys. And you can subscribe by either clicking the subscribe button on the YuGiOh YuGiOh page at the top of the page, or you can click the little YuGiOh circle at the end of this video. Thanks a lot, guys. Peace.
yeah. Put a nigga back to the record, baby, and give me this right now.
dance on my spine.